Your Majesty, may I have a moment of your time?
What is it?
I have reasons to believe that your relationship with the maid is more than just professional.
I must get rid of this advisor before the Queen find out.
I'm not a Terminator.
Do you want to go to the dungeon? Do it now.
I don't know what's coming over me. I'm not feeling too well.
You look great, best friend.
Aw, Carisha, so do you. Thank you, girl.
Are we done admiring each other's cloth? Do you want to know the story, how I got kicked out the kingdom? Well, gather around, ladies. Eartha has a tale that will tickle your funny bone and ruffle a few royal feathers. It all started a few moons ago, back when I was a sprightly lass. Mind you, living in the grand old kingdom of Eridor, I had me a cozy little cottage right smack dab in the middle of the village. Life was grand, till one day I got a letter from the Queen herself. Oh, she fancied me to attend some royal gala, prancing around like a peacock. She did.
Dear Queen, I hope this letter finds you in the best health and spirits. Firstly, let me express my deepest gratitude for your most regal invitation. It was like receiving a golden ticket to the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, but with more crowns and fewer Oompa Loompas. I was born with 2 left feet and I can't dance on beat. However, after careful consideration, I must decline the invitation. Please understand, Your Majesty, that it is not every day one receives an invitation to dine at the Buckingham Palace, and I do not take this decision lightly. Nevertheless, I hope you will extend my apologies to the guests, and perhaps we can arrange a private tea party in the future. Thank you again for your kind invitation and understanding. May your reign continue to be filled with grace and wisdom. Yours sincerely, Eartha.
Here are your royal court letters, Your Majesty.
She linked my invitation to a chocolate factory and then blamed her lack of rhythm. And she dared decline a royal invitation. Do I look like a basic queen? Indeed, we cannot let such a charming opportunity slip away. She must understand the significance of an invitation from a queen. Prepare this letter for immediate delivery. Eartha, I must insist that you reconsider your decision. You will honor your queen. Join us at the Buckingham Palace. Miss Eartha, know that your presence is expected.
know damn well you didn't raise my rent to 3,000 golds.
No, Eartha. Eartha, it was not me that raised the rent to 3,000 golds. I was placed an order to charge you 3,000 golds per month.
You sent me a letter demanding 3,000 golds a month in rent. Do you think I have a money tree in the backyard?
I understand your frustration, Miss Eartha, but this decision wasn't mine. It came from higher up.
Higher up?
What are you talking about?
It's Her Majesty, the Queen, Miss Eartha. She issued a decree for all landlords in the realm to adjust the rent to reflect current market values.
Well, tell Her Majesty that Eartha Bottomfoot does not appreciate being priced out of her own cottage. I lived here for 20 years, paid my rent on time, and now this?
I understand, Miss Eartha. Truly, I do. But the Queen's decrees applies to everyone, from the grand estate to the humblest of cottages.
And what does the Queen knows about living on a modest income? Her palace is probably larger than the entire village.
I hear your concern, Miss Eartha. Is there anything I can do to assist you with this transaction?
I suppose not, but I'll go tell the Queen myself that this is a hot mess. Eartha Bottomfoot is here in the building. Your Majesty, may I speak with you?
My dearest guests, please leave the room, as I speak with Eartha.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I received this letter from my landlord. He said you ordered him to raise my rent to 3,000 golds per month?
Yes. The rent adjustments is a necessary measure to ensure fairness across the realm.
But Your Majesty, 3,000 golds, I can barely make enough to feed myself and keep a roof over my head, as it is.
Such is the price of progress. Those unable to meet the demands will have to find alternatives. The kingdom's coffers must be replenished.
But Your Majesty, many of us are barely scraping by as it is. This increase will force family into the streets. Is there no compassion in your heart, Your Majesty? Must the common folks always bear the burden of your decisions?
Compassion has no place in the matter of state. I rule for the stability and prosperity of the kingdom, not the sentiments of its subjects.
Your Majesty, I've lived in that cottage for 20 years. I've always paid my rent on time. Surely there's some mercy you can show me.
Mercy is reserved for those who abide by the laws of the realm. My decree stands and it applies to all subjects equally. The kingdom requires funds to maintain its stature and security. Your concerns are noted, but irrelevant to the greater needs of the realm.
You may rule, but you will not crush our spirit. We will resist this tyranny, even if it means challenging you directly.